Well, here we are at this building. I don't know what it's for. It's big and it's kind of round. It's like an oval shape, but I don't know. I think I should probably put a track in it. I think a track would be pretty good. But I don't know. Lots of people come here sometimes. There's loads of bike parking, look. But I don't know what they do here. Anyway, 100th video. So I wanted to do something a bit different from shouting at motorists. So I just thought I'd talk a little bit about this, just for a couple of minutes. I mean, there's a new one on the way as well. So this one potentially won't be solely featured in videos in the future. But anyway, this is my 1988 Peugeot. It's a P something 10. I'm not exactly sure what, but you know, gets me from A to B. 52 up front, 42 is a small ring, and then got a 21 to 12 in the back. So up hills it can struggle, but you know, just pedal harder, don't you? Got a new saddle on it because 1980 saddle tech is a bit lacking. Otherwise, oh, new mud guards as well, because the old ones fell apart after 100 miles, which wasn't so great. But yeah, otherwise it's pretty much stock. Oh, new wheels too. Must remember to mention the wonderful Mavic Open Pros, which are so hard wearing, and driven through many trenches on those. It's on the heavy side. It's made of HLE steel, which is mid-range. See the sticker on the down tube, but you know, it does the trick. And in a commuting bike, you don't want to be riding the nicest bike around, because you never know when somebody might walk off with it. It's unfortunately a real concern, especially in a city like Southampton, where, as you can see, bicycles appear rather popular. I threw a rack on the back just because, as I've stopped, well, as the new bike approaches, it's not coming out on Sunday club runs anymore. So I thought it was about time I actually turned it into a real commuter bike. And a backpack just wasn't really working out for me. And, got a Garmin on the front, went for the 800. The mapping is very useful if you're lost in the New Forest. Never know when you might want the computer to tell you how to get home in time for tea or to watch the cycling. I suppose there's not really much else to say about it, really. I don't have any cameras mounted to it, I just have the one on my head. I used to mount a camera just on top of the mudguard in there on a piece of Velcro, but I just found I wasn't even watching the footage. It wasn't that useful. That was rear facing. But you know, there's only so much a rear facing camera could show, and the thing is, the vibration on it was so ridiculous you could barely understand what was going on. Gator skin tyres, in case I didn't mention. First flat with them was earlier this week after 2,000 miles, which isn't bad going, you know. I mean, they're not the lightest of tyres, but then it's not the lightest of bikes, especially not when it's got loaded panniers. The panniers are new, of course, as well. I bought them from Planet X quite recently. They do look nice though, and I'm a bit vain about my bicycle. SPD pedals, we've got some nice SPD shoes. Vittoria 1976 shoes. No idea if that will have come out on the camera. Oh, and I put, it originally had safety brake extensions, and I put some racier levers on just because those extensions are awful anyway, and they look just awful. Lezyne lights on, got a little Lezyne femto in the front, and I used to have one mounted just tucked in here, but now on the back of the rack. I think that's all there is to it, really. You know, she may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts.